civil trial, including an award of more than $8 million in damages. With a final wrap-up, here's CNN's Mark Bernheimer.
Well, good evening from Santa Monica, California, where a trial that lasted roughly 4 months has come to an end with verdicts against O.J. Simpson. What a criminal jury did not do, a civil jury tonight did indeed do, and that is find O.J. Simpson responsible for wrongful death and battery in the deaths of Ronald Goldman and his ex-wife, O.J. Simpson's ex-wife, Nicole Brown. The jury just minutes ago rattled off all 8 counts against Mr. Simpson and answered in the affirmative. Yes, indeed, they found him liable for each and every count. In addition to that, they found a damage award in the amount of $8.5 million in compensatory damages. That is only in compensatory damages. Mr. Simpson must now also face a punitive phase, which will require more testimony regarding his net worth and then deliberations by this jury one final time to determine how much in punitive damages Mr. Simpson should pay for the wrongful deaths and the battery against those 2 people. Once again, to repeat, O.J. Simpson has been found liable in the deaths of Ron Goldman and the battery that resulted in the death of Nicole Brown Simpson. A very large crowd has gathered outside the Santa Monica courthouse. It reacted to the word as the word filtered out through reporters about these verdicts. There was a large roar from the crowd, cheers primarily from the crowd as they heard these verdicts being announced. That's all from Santa Monica for now. Reporting.
All right. There was also another big story tonight, right along with the O.J. Simpson civil trial verdict. And the president's State of the Union address is that big story. Now, probably many of you spent a good portion of the night in front of your television sets because tonight the president outlined his top priority for his second term with basically one word, and that's education. While Mr. Clinton vowed to make American education the envy of the world, 2 local representatives you'll probably recognize watched the speech here at the Fox 28 studios and shared their thoughts on what the president had to say. Here's reaction from Republican Howard Goodhue and Democrat Cheryl Little on the topic of education.
This bill has been sitting on that desk there.
And I believe that people sink to the standards that are set or rise to the standards. So I am looking forward to a national set of standards, and I hope that all of the states will adopt those. And I believe that over time, as the president said, we will see our children rise up to meet those new higher standards.
Well, education is like God and motherhood. There's nobody against it. The one thing that I understand is not going to be said tonight is how you're going to pay for it, if it's going to cost extra money. And the paper said tonight that on Thursday night we will be proposing a $80 billion tax increase.
Kind of a he said, she said type of format. Mr. Clinton also wants to increase federal spending for education by 50%. His speech also called for a balanced budget, measures to strengthen America's families, and campaign finance reform.
In other news tonight, Elkhart police make an arrest in last week's alleged sexual assault at Central High School. A 17-year-old boy has been charged with sexual battery and released to his parents. And students at Central say the whole incident is a wake-up call for them.
I mean, it's just hard to believe that something like this actually happened.
People will wake up and realize this stuff happens and be more cautious.
Despite fears, many students here tell us they feel safe because incidents like the alleged sexual assault inside the building have prompted action.
I mean, they put cameras in the building and stuff, but obviously they can't have them everywhere, and, you know, I wouldn't advise students to hang out in those areas, I guess.
But cameras aren't the only security measure at the school, according to Elkhart Police Lieutenant Paul Converse.
There are off-duty police officers that the school has hired, and they patrol the school, and they watch the activities at the school.
Despite the security measures, there are still concerns here. Police say there has been speculation of other sexual assaults here at Central, and they're asking parents and students to let them know if those reports are true.
If there's a victim out there and parents want to bring them forward and file some charges, we would definitely investigate it.
Sirens remind us the police can't always be at school, so they're asking parents and students to speak up about crime. But students say just adjusting to the crime is tough. Freshman Eli Black says many kids aren't prepared for the transition from middle school.
There's a lot more, like, violence here than there is in middle school and all this other stuff that kids do. A lot of violence, a lot of fights happen about girlfriends and stuff like that. A lot of drugs are dealt in here and stuff like that.
Now, the 17-year-old student charged with sexual battery will appear in court at a later date, but we don't know if he's still attending classes at Central High. The principal refused to tell us and refused to make any comment on the story. In other news tonight, a man profiled on America's Most Wanted pleads guilty to voluntary manslaughter. Byron Johnson was charged with the murder in the 1993 death of Holly Pack. He was captured in Texas just hours after the case was shown on America's Most Wanted. Johnson will be sentenced next month. Still ahead tonight, a new law that could mean less wear and tear on your car. And find out about Lou's new job.
And here's a look at our regional satellite. There's a storm that went through today, brought us all of the rain and the clouds and a little bit of snow. We'll find out what the wake of this storm holds in store for you and me when I come back with my full forecast in about 10 minutes.
It's all ahead as Fox 28 News continues for South Bend, Notre Dame, and Buchanan.
Well, all sorts of things are coming up for Wednesday on Wake Up. One of the things we'll be talking about, IUSB is celebrating Black History Month, and we'll be talking about some of the specifics on that.
And Valentine's Day is just around the corner. If you don't want to do plain old roses, we'll show you some unusual options for your Valentine.
Also, a musical performance for you tomorrow, a string quartet. You'll see that tomorrow morning on Wake Up. Don't miss it.
The savings are yours as Martin celebrates the grand opening of our new Elkhart store. This week's budget savers, Cap'n Crunch cereal, 2 for $4, save 38 cents. Promise spread, $1, save up to 39 cents. Ocean Spray cranberry drinks, 2 for $4, save 98 cents. And Roundy's vitamins, buy one, get one of the same price free, save up to $8.99.
Martin Supermarkets, count on us for savings.
Now, here's home cooking with Dave's mom.
Our club discusses a lot of important things, like child safety seats. Read all your manuals. The majority of these seats are not used properly, and we don't like that. Never put a child's seat in front of an airbag. In fact, all children should be properly restrained in the back seat. So please remember today's tips. This is one club you want to keep happy.
I think we can all do something to help the environment.
Sterling was working on becoming an Eagle Scout, and at this point in scouting, you have to have a project.
I guess that's why I decided to build this bridge on our school's nature trails.
To raise funds for his project, he presented his idea to the folks at Walmart.
Walmart was a very big help. When I look at the bridge, I get a good feeling that I've done something for the community.
I wasn't surprised that Walmart helped on the project because they are so community-oriented.
Not a bad job for an amateur.
Terminal. Access location. Motorola StarTAC stockpile.
Francois!
Almost got it.
Hey, Francois! You don't have to break into any mainframe to get a Motorola StarTAC cellular phone. Just go to any Motorola signature location.
What is this? Some sort of a security system?
Oh, wow, Francois. Motorola, what you never thought possible.
Well, all right. The city of Benton Harbor apparently has fallen on tough times in recent years.
But a Chicago developer could bring as many as 800 jobs to the area. He's planning a local shopping area known as Fairplain Plaza. But first, it has to get the go-ahead from county government. And as Fox 28's Heidi Hammett reports, there's a lot to overcome before the project can be a reality.
Benton Harbor's economy has been in the red for years, driving most investors away. But now a Chicago developer wants to breathe new life into the area. JPA AmeriCorps plans to build a new Target store at Fairplain Plaza. The president of Benton Harbor's Chamber of Commerce supports the plan.
It's a good strategic fit to improve the quality of life, improve the jobs, and improve the tax base of the community.
At one time, the Fairplain Plaza was home to more than 70 businesses, but in recent years, many of those businesses have gone under. Many people believe a new target at this plaza will not only attract new businesses, but more importantly, new customers.
We have found that a large percentage of the buying capacity in this market goes elsewhere, simply because the stores are probably a larger selection, at least in the minds of the shoppers, and there's a better concentration of all the shops in one area.
Noel believes the Fairplain project would also benefit nearby Orchards Mall. He proposes building a road between the two shopping areas to create one big retail center. But there are many obstacles blocking the road to progress. One of them is Capozio's restaurant. It stands directly in the path of the proposed road. The other obstacle may be a relative of Capozio's owner, Darlene Capozio. She serves on the township board, the same board that would give the go-ahead for the project. She was absent from tonight's board meeting where board members took no action on the plan.
You can't help but imagine that it's difficult for the Benton Township to come to grips with the issue when one of their own fellow members has both a personal and business stake in what happens on this property.
Now the developer will take his plans to the Planning Commission, hoping it will pave the way for the Fairplain project. Heidi Hammett, Fox 28 News, Benton Harbor.
Now, government officials have only 60 days to make up their minds about the Fairplain project. That's how long the developer has to live up to his financial commitment with Target. Will the chill stay with us as we head toward the middle of the week? Meteorologist John Fisher has the Fox 28 forecast next.
Right now, here are tonight's winning numbers for the Michigan Lottery. We're going to bring you Indiana's lottery numbers during Mad About You.
Myrtle Nichols got so mad at her long-distance company last week, she decided to go talk to them in person.
I play a trumpet.
You play the trumpet?
Yeah.
The fact that their customer service center was 27 hours away didn't stop her. Myrtle is a very determined individual.
French fries.
Oh, no thank
Very
you.
good.
When she gets back, we'll tell her about 360 Communications. They now offer residential long-distance, cellular, and paging right down the street. Go get 'em, Myrtle.
This is a bottle of pure crystal clear water. Tastes good, goes fast. You buy bottle after bottle. So, what if you had a bottle that never ran out? And what if that bottle had a faucet, and that faucet was on your kitchen sink? Well, then you'd have a Culligan Good Water machine. It's like getting bottled water straight from the tap. The Good Water machine, only from...
Hey, Culligan man!
The world's source for better water.
Introductory offer, a Culligan drinking water system for $6.90 per month rental purchase plan. Call Culligan today.
We've got a product that's designed and manufactured in Asheboro, North Carolina by Black & Decker, and that's something that the whole Black & Decker team and Walmart are extremely excited about.
A lot of people benefit. We're talking better than 76 jobs here locally, and we're finding out that in today's environment, if you do it right, you can be very, very competitive. Then also provide a steamer that's manufactured in the United States.
Proudly made right here in Asheboro, North Carolina.
The Indiana inventory tax. Just the mention of it can strike fear in the heart of your Lincoln Mercury dealer. But it means big savings for you during the Indiana tax sale. Like the stylish Mercury Sable sedan with a powerful V6 and $1,000 cash back. Plus, get the roomy Mercury Grand Marquis with $1,000 cash back. Tax time means big savings on all Lincolns and Mercuries. So pay a visit to your Lincoln Mercury dealer now before the tax man gets there first.
If you've lived in the Midwest for more than a week, you've probably heard how there's two seasons here, winter and road construction. It's only funny because it's fairly true, but many in St. Joe County are hoping a new frost law might prevent some of those huge potholes that always come with spring. Fox 28's Tricia Taylor sums up the weight of this problem.
County engineers say big trucks taking shortcuts on county roads make big potholes.
And we would like to restrict the ways that they can do that because some of these roads are not capable of handling that.
This county engineer says he has a solution. He's proposed a frost law for St. Joseph County. If the ordinance passes, St. Joe County will be the last county in Michiana to impose weight restrictions on some county roads and bridges between February and May.
We need this ordinance because in certain areas of the county where we have the dark soils, the muck and the peat, as the frost comes out of the ground and they begin to soften up, and until they dry out, the roads are just not structurally able to carry heavy loads.
This is one of the roads affected, Shively Road in southeastern St. Joseph County. Now, trucks like this one will still probably be able to use this route until the end of this winter, but by next year at this time, they'll probably have to take another route.
And it's not a particularly good road. We have just improved Pierce Road, which is north. In fact, it's proved to state highway standards, and it would handle the heavy trucks.
If the ordinance passes, truck drivers who ignore the weight limits could pay some heavy fines, $500 a violation. Tricia Taylor, Fox 28 News, St. Joe County.
And the St. Joe County Commissioners approved the ordinance and have now sent it on to the County Council. The Council will hold public hearings on that ordinance sometime next month, and if passed, the ordinance probably won't go into effect until next year.
Now, tomorrow's forecast for all of Michiana.
Well, you may not have noticed it today with all the rain and the wind, but we actually were fairly warm for this time of the year. Got up to a high of exactly 40 degrees. That 40-degree mark just made it in here to Michiana, but now a cold front is moving its way on in. And usually at this time of the year, when a cold front comes by, it really chills us down. Usually it's a big mass of cold air from Canada. In fact, last year on this date, we were minus 13 degrees. But watch what happens between now and Thursday. Yeah, the 40s leave us, but we're in the mid-30s. The cold air just isn't out there. And so even though a cold front has gone by, just going to chill us down a little bit. And it looks like it's going to stay in the mid-30s, maybe even back up to 40 by the time Sunday gets here. Right now, not bad outside, 34 degrees, relative humidity of 85%. Winds out of the west at 16 miles an hour, a little gusty every now and again, about 22, 23 miles an hour. Barometer is rising from 29.89, and we had almost a quarter of an inch of precipitation today, mostly in the form of rain. Few light flurries earlier this evening, but it was mostly rain during the day today. There is our 9-degree temperature above normal today. On the low side, 16 degrees above normal. Now, on the snow, ice, rain radar, the system you can see clearly is now beyond us, but around the backside, some snow. Snow moving kind of towards us here. A lot of problems well up here in the northern sections of lower Michigan. Got some storm warnings and winter watches up that neck of the woods, but it looks like you and I will just see a little bit of this snow come by us overnight tonight, maybe end as a few flurries tomorrow morning. Here's the storm as it came through over the past 24 hours. You see it moving on by there on our national satellite map. You see how it's winding around like that? That's what's going to bring that cloudiness and the potential for a little bit of snow into Michiana overnight tonight and during the first part of tomorrow. But this is moving away rather quickly by tomorrow afternoon, early tomorrow evening. There it goes, way out there by Maine. High pressure sets in, and it looks like it's going to be cloudy with high pressure keeping things rather calm for the next 5 days. Yeah, overnight tonight, scattered light snow, a little bit here, a little bit there, and windy. Winds out of the west, 15 to 20 miles an hour, down to a low of 28 degrees overnight. For tomorrow, some flurries early, no real accumulation out of this. Mostly a cloudy day during the day tomorrow with a high of 36. There are your mid-30s tomorrow. For tomorrow night, down to a low of 27 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. And then we move our way through the 5-cast on Thursday. A little bit of sunshine and 37. Friday, 38. Saturday, 37. And Sunday, back up to 40 degrees. So kind of calm after a kind of rainy, windy day during the day today. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is in honor of John Jeffries, the very first weatherman in this country. Tomorrow's Weather Person Day.
Oh, yeah. Do we have to honor you with gifts or a trophy?
There is an old tradition that news anchors buy very expensive gifts for the weatherman.
Like cars, or will a car do?
Refrigerator's fine, yeah.
Yeah, refrigerator.
Okay. We don't need that around here, John.
Yeah, just step outside.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, buddy. Still ahead on Fox 28 News at 10. A big day in sports just as much as there was in news. Dean has the action and the latest on Lou's new job.
Fox 28 News continues for Ardmore, Angola, and Argus. But first, the closing numbers from Wall Street.
In a perfect world, there's perfect toast, perfect grades, and the perfect job. There are no hassles in a perfect world, and nothing ever breaks. Of course, there are exceptions to every rule, which is why you'll be happy to know that Best Buy has a nice selection of brand name appliances. And this week, you'll pay no interest until $19.98 on all appliances at Best Buy. The world's not perfect, but with hassle-free financing now in the hassle-free store, it's awfully close.
With an enhanced 190 horsepower Vortec V6 engine and available push-button four-wheel drive, Jimmy can handle virtually anything you might encounter on the road. But you may appreciate Jimmy even more for its ability to get you out of your own driveway. Jimmy by GMC, putting you comfortably in command. See your GMC dealer today.
If you're looking for a new career or just want to supplement your current one, learn bartending in just 2 weeks at the Professional Bartending School of Michiana. Bartenders make great money, full or part-time. We offer day, evening, and weekend classes to fit any schedule. Train behind an actual bar with professional instructors. Professional Bartending School offers job placement assistance in the Michiana area as well as over 70 cities nationwide. If you think you have what it takes to pass the bar exam, call 288-9998. That's 288-9998. Call now.
When employees found out that we won the money at work, they were all so happy it was unreal.
I said, well, I'll believe it when I have the money in my hand.
Nobody even questioned whether I was going to come back or not with their $1.25 million.
We pretty much just kept a close eye on him.
I stopped by work, tell everybody hi, goodbye, and I'd be in the Bahamas spending their money.
And I started checking the airport to see where he had reservations.
Herb is the man.
Yep, he's the man.
This Saturday's Hoosier Lotto jackpot is an estimated $8 million.
Got your ticket?
You know I got a ticket.
Can't win without one of these.
Contact Fox28 at Skynet.net or via phone, fax, or modem. Tell us what's on your mind. Something on the web, something for everyone on Fox 28.
Now on Fox 28 News, Michiana's first look at sports.
Hello, everybody. Lou Holtz has a job. After all the NFL coaching vacancies were filled, Lou has decided to get into the corporate world as a motivational speaker. United States Filter Corporation is his new employer. Holtz will travel throughout the country talking to employees and being involved with trade shows. Well, Bob Knight ripped apart his juniors. He made freshman Michael Lewis his captain. Then he said, "Let's go to Iowa, boys." And they were there. The three juniors on the bench. Number 24 versus number 25. I have a feeling the Hoosiers will fall out of the rankings. IU, Harris Mijazunovic inside, but Iowa showed its strength. Guy Rucker with the power. Andre Patterson came off the bench. He goes high for two. IU up two at halftime. The second half not so good, though, as the Hoosiers fall. The final 75-64, they lose. At Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish against the Red Storm. St. John's killing the Irish down low. Notre Dame gets the Big East leading scorer, Pat Garrity, for two. Second half, the play of the year for Notre Dame. Admore White way up there for the alley-oop. Unfortunately, White sprained his ankle on the play. Zendel Hamilton had 28 points for St. John's, but look who's feeling better. Admore White. He came back, hit 4 clutch free throws in the last 20 seconds. Notre Dame wins 75-70. Our Rick Shutt was at the game tonight, and he tells us about the big win.
Thanks, Dean. It's a little chilly out here, but inside the Joyce Center tonight, the Irish were red hot. They haven't shown this much guts and determination in a long time, and we talked to the team after the big victory.
It's always good when you have a victory, especially after the Pitt game. We played so poorly, and it was a great win for us. Hopefully we can get our confidence back up and move on from there.
The encouraging thing for us is that we were able to withstand that really tough offensive segment for us and managed to hang on.
All right, a big one for Notre Dame. Well, at Bethel, the Pilots were going for their 46th straight win in a row at home. They were playing a team that had already beaten them this year. And the crazies were out there. Look at these fans. They go nuts. They're saying, "Step off, Francis." Jeff Hobson gets it started, the steal. Then he gets it to Ryan Bales. This was all Bethel. Bales again. The kid from North Judson led Bethel with 17 points, and Bethel rolls tonight, 112-74. Now, Fox 28's Josh Hands was out of Goodman, and he talked with the winning Pilots. Josh?
Thanks a lot, Dean. And look at these great fans. Check them out, everyone dancing, doing their moves. Duke, they've got the Cameron Crazies. Bethel, well, we'll call them the Goodman Goofies. And you think the players didn't forget who dealt them their only MCC loss of the year?
We wanted to come back and get revenge right away from them. We got off to a good start. We wanted to put pressure on the ball. We came out and took care of business. Now we just hope to keep cruising on through conference. We got to keep playing hard.
Students do a great job, great fan support. It's a real pleasure to come home and play, and there's a sense of pride, a sense of obligation to keep the ball rolling, keep winning here at home.
Great game for the Pilots. You can see the festivities continue. They're hoping for the same thing this Thursday. Tough game against Barrett College, and then the big showdown on Saturday. They'll be playing at Goshen against the Maple Leafs. Dean?
All right, cool. He coined it, the Goodman Goofies. You heard it here. Well, girls' high school sectionals began tonight in mighty Northwood. Awesome. They led Bremen at halftime, 44-3. Are you kidding me? This place was the pits for Bremen. Natalie Will scores. Amy Zerker puts it in. Then it's Nat again. This is A.J. Whitehead. Unbelievable. 44-3 in the first half. Amy Sloat even got into the action. Steve Neff even called the dogs off. That was Bremen's first basket. Michelle Feldman hit it. Northwood won that 84-16. In the other game, Jimtown was up 7 at halftime, but Wawasee came back and they won that 50-41. Let's go to Mishawaka, where South Bend Clay was once again the team to beat. Camille Robinson inside. Hey, there's a future star. How you doing? LaSalle gets a weak side basket from Kiana Penix, but Diane Robertson's team is tough. Down low, it's Amy Stafford, and Clay moves on 64-51. At the LaVille sectional, a battle between Plymouth and Washington. Sarah Wood hit for the Panthers, but Plymouth goes into their money girl. That's Corey Duncan. Washington trying to unseat the defending champs. That's Wood again. Plymouth comes back 54-48. At the Concord sectional, Elkhart Central smiling in the first half against Goshen. Oh, the Skins, look at that, nice shot. The Blazers' Emily Larson, she goes to Caitlin Artley, brother David Artley, she likes that. Inga Snyder, the Gulf State finalist, came through under pressure. She hits a couple big shots, but Central owned the second half and they win 47-40. Quickly checking the scores, Penn wins, and so does East Noble in the sectional. How about John Glenn over Riley? Columbia City beats Triton, and Warsaw gets a big one over Tippy Valley. Then it is Winnemac over Caston. Rochester beats West Central. Prairie Heights over West Noble over in the West Noble sectional. And the next one, St. Joe beats Mishawaka. Wow. South Central over Westville. And in boys high school, Brandywine beat Cassopolis. The Magic beat the Pacers. The Red Wings beat the Blues, and Huntington beats Grace. And in high school basketball, Niles, Mendon, Colon, Benton Harbor, and Three Rivers also won.
Are you out of breath yet?
No, let's go some more.
Good stuff. Thanks a lot, Dean.
Busy day.
We'll be right back.
Flowers, a date, or just another day alone. But for one Napanee couple, Valentine's Day marks a very special anniversary. They've been married exactly 76 years tonight, and Fox 28's Heidi Hemmett found out their secret for making it work.
Jack and Dorothy Hoffer have traveled many miles together. She was 14 and he was 18 when they met, and they've been married 76 years. Instead of a wedding ring, Jack bought Dorothy this watch, and it too has stood the test of time.
I often wondered why she picked on me. I was an old country boy, and she had a lot of boyfriends who were city boys. She could have a much easier life in the city, but she picked on an old clodhopper.
I just liked him. I loved him. And he had such pretty hair. It come down to a peak. And I admired his hair.
The hair is gone now, but their love still grows. Sure, they've had their fights, but in all these years, they've never even thought of getting divorced.
Thinking about a divorce.
Oh, gee whiz, didn't have money enough to get one.
So how do you stay smiling after 76 years of marriage?
A lot of hard work and cooperation between us.
I'd say the same thing. You have to give and take.
But not a lot of material things. In fact, Jack's never given Dorothy a gift for their Valentine's Day anniversary.
You never got me anything for Valentine's Day.
Didn't I?
No.
But they've given each other plenty of love.
Give me a kiss on Valentine's Day. Till death do us part.
A vow they've kept alive for 76 years. Heidi Hammett, Fox 28 News, Napanee.
Jack and Dorothy grew up in Napanee and they still live there today. And every year they receive dozens of anniversary cards from all over the country.
Great story. Well, I'm sure those cards, like most, send a tender expression of love. But now there's a greeting card company in Washington, D.C. that makes cards you can send to your ex-lover. Instead of getting angry, you can send something like this, a card that says, sometimes lousy lovers make terrific friends. Now, these cards are not just popular at Valentine's. The owner says that he has a constant demand for them all year long.
Roses are red, noses are too, and the Valentine's Day forecast will make you feel blue.
It's inventory tax time, so now's the time to see your Michiana GMC dealer. Every new GMC is ready for delivery. Every model, every color. Sonomas, Jimmys, Safaris, and conversion vans. Plus, with special lease incentives on full-size Sierra pickups, why wait? Now's the time you save the most, but only until February 28th at your Michiana GMC dealer.
At Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, the things our chairs can do go.
On and on and on and on.
In short, your choice will do anything, but just sit there. Right now at Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, you can get 2 great chairs for one low price, which means they'll be moving twice as fast. We suggest you do the same.
Hurry in for great savings during our Pick-A-Pair event.
You can count on Martin's, where the yellow arrow always points to savings. This week's Budget Savers, Kraft Sauce Works, all varieties 89 cents, save 40 cents. In the seafood shop, fresh Atlantic Ocean perch fillets or fresh bay scallops, $2.99 a pound, save up to $1.50 a pound. New Zealand orange roughy frozen fillets, $5.99 a pound, save 90 cents a pound. And high seat drink boxes, $1.69, save 50 cents.
Martin Supermarkets, count on us for savings.
It's Value Roundup time at Arby's, featuring our 5 for $5 deal. The deal's sure to start a stampede. 5 Arby's regular roast beef sandwiches for $5. Hold your horses, it gets better. You get Arby's slow roasted beef and your choice of sauces. It's a better deal all around. 5 Arby's regular roast beef sandwiches for just $5. Taste why it's better out here. And try Arby's home-style fries. So good, they beat McDonald's in the National Taste Test.
For a limited time only at your Chrysler dealer. You can get $1,000 cash back on Chrysler Cirrus, or lease Chrysler LHS for just $359 a month, or get $1,500 cash back on the Chrysler Concorde LXI. For a limited time only at your Chrysler dealer. What's new in your world?
Fox 28 weather is brought to you by Best Buy in Mishawaka. Now, tomorrow's forecast for all of Michiana.
Well, in case you missed it, in case your sweetheart forgot, or in case you missed any one of those 500,000 messages from local merchants, today was Valentine's Day, and we're going to get right to the heart of what's going on in the heart of Michiana, which happens to be any place you live out there in Michiana. Don't want to discriminate. So I guess Elkhart might have a bit of an edge there. Well, be that as it may, Hart, beat it. There it goes. 30 degrees our current temperature. Our relative humidity is 85%. The winds are out of the southwest at 9 miles an hour. The barometer is falling from a level of 30.01, and we've had no precipitation so far, but a little bit of snow is on the way for this weekend. Our temperature right now, well, our high for the day, our temperature now is 30, but our high for the day was 31 degrees, 3 degrees below normal, 3 degrees below normal on the low side as well. So a colder than normal day today, and I think a colder than normal day again tomorrow. But
8-powered Mercury Mountaineers for the well-equipped price of just $349 a month. There'll be great savings on every Lincoln and Mercury in stock. So pay a visit to your Lincoln Mercury dealer now before the tax man gets there first.
now that it's close to tax time, there are plenty of car sales to choose from, but which one should you buy? In tonight's Fox Business Report, we take a look at the best of what's on the road today.
So many cars, so many choices. How do you make up your mind? And how do you know if you're getting a good deal?
Money, for the first time this year, picked 8 vehicles, cars and trucks that we thought were the best buys of the year. Not from its list price only, but from the prices you can actually get in the market out there. Rate the cars, trucks, and vans for what you're getting for the price in terms of safety equipment, roominess, and other desirable attributes in a car.
Jerry Edgerton is with Money Magazine. Here are the cars Money decided will give you the best value in their categories. In the under $15,000 range, Money gave the nod to the Chevy Cavalier. 15 to 19 grand, the vote went to the Ford Taurus. 20 to 25 grand, the Nissan Maxima. 25 to 35 grand, the Volvo 850. In the luxury market, over $35,000, Money went for the Lexus LS 400. When it comes to the red-hot sport utility market, Money picked the Ford Explorer. As for those with kids in tow, well, the Dodge Caravan SE. And for the chainsaw set, Money likes the Ford F-150 Super Cab. Jerry has also written a book on buying a car. It's called Car Shopping Made Easy. He says a lot of people don't put enough thought into what type of car they really need.
They also can make a mistake of not really thinking through what car they need.
Jerry says get on the internet and find out how much the dealer paid for the car. Then negotiate up from there instead of down from the sticker price. I'm John Rowland with the Fox Business Report.
In other business news, it's a sad day for many people in Bloomington and Indianapolis. Thomson Electronics announced it's closing TV plants in both cities next year, laying off some 1,500 workers. Thomson makes RCA, GE, and ProScan televisions. They're transferring production to a new plant in Mexico. Now, workers in Mexico will make about $2 an hour compared to the $19 an hour in wages and benefits the Indiana employees are making.
Topping tonight's CNN Worldwide report, the 19-month-old newspaper strike in Detroit may be coming to an end. At least 3 of the 6 unions on strike are making an unconditional offer to return to work. Once all 6 unions decide to go back, the strike will be legally over. A Teamsters official says the companies can let the strikers go back to work or possibly start the clock running on back pay for strikers. But the Detroit Newspaper Agency, which runs the Detroit News and the Detroit Free Press, says no comment.
What does a person's weight have to do with what school he goes to? In Schenectady, New York, that question is causing quite a controversy. The principal there is recommending a 12-year-old transfer to a different school. She claims she's worried the 400-plus-pound 7th grader will have a heart attack going up and down the stairs. So the principal recommends the child go to an area school that has an elevator. But the mother of the honor student says that he's going to stay at the school until she's ordered to move him.
A school corporation in Virginia has moved one school to a place teens love to go, the mall. Along with a food court, Landmark Mall is now home to the Career Academy. The mall and several stores sponsor the school, where students are taught the basics along with business skills through internships. So far, the experiment seems to be working. Kids who were failing are now making A's and B's at the academy.
Yeah, we're just sitting back, kicking, you know. We've got an 18, 19, I don't know how many games tonight.
Kind of an easy night for us, huh?
Yeah, just kind of bored. So stay tuned. We're going to have a bunch of high school games coming up here.
Most customers think that Italian clothing is so expensive that it's beyond their affordability. Our Vito Ruffalo line, whether it's in dress suits, sport coats, slacks, or shoes, offers quality Italian fabrication with quality construction. Vito Ruffalo, Italian clothing at prices that men can afford. I guarantee it.
At 5784 Grape Road behind Baker Square.
We're in the final days. Absolutely your last chance to save at New York Carpet World's multi-million-dollar savings extravaganza. Only till Saturday, selection beyond compare with no payments for a whole year. Only till Saturday, drastic price cuts with no payments for a whole year. Only till Saturday, incredible savings and no payments for a whole year. Only till Saturday, New York Carpet World's multi-million-dollar savings extravaganza. Don't miss it.
A little to the left. Yeah, no. Watch out for the Dunkin' Bagel. Watch out for the Dunkin' Bagel. Cool. Watch out for the Dunkin' Bagel.
I guess Dunkin' Donuts has bagels.
Be great with a cup of their coffee.
Our freshly baked Dunkin' Bagels. Now you can get one with cream cheese and a medium cup of coffee for $1.99.
The Indiana inventory tax. Just the mention of it can strike fear in the heart of your Lincoln Mercury dealer. But it means big savings for you during the Indiana tax sale. Like the stylish Mercury Sable sedan with a powerful V6 and $1,000 cash back. Plus, get the roomy Mercury Grand Marquis with $1,000 cash back. Tax time means big savings on all Lincolns and Mercuries. So pay a visit to your Lincoln Mercury dealer now before the tax man gets there first.
Seems everywhere you look this time of year, you just can't miss Circuit City's huge President's Day sale. You'll find guaranteed low prices in every department. Right now, you'll pay no interest for 12 months on all digital satellite systems, camcorders over $4.99, and big screen TVs. Plus, all big screen TVs and hi-fi stereo VCRs are on sale. A sale this big is impossible to miss. Hey, everybody will be there. Circuit City's President's Day sale going on now.
The great will always soar above the mediocre. They create while others destroy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Hello, everybody. This night has been absolutely insane. We promised a world record, and that would mean getting highlights from at least 17 high school games, just like we did a month ago. 20.
Yeah, can you sit
20.
back? Yeah, that's right.
20.
20 games. You can sit back with your sweetheart and count along as we not only give you the most high school hoops highlights ever, but we'll tell you the
20.
latest on Rick Meyer. And, of course, those Bulls were down in Atlanta.
Let's get to 20 high school games. We get it started with the Penn Kingsmen. They squeaked one out last night, but tonight was the big one. Penn had only one loss in the conference, and a hot LaSalle team was hoping to spoil their big NIC title hopes. And there was a little sleeping going on out there in the Lions' Den. Curtis Munlin had 15 points. He will get the jumper for the Kingsmen. Then it's Brad Hicks showing his ups for LaSalle. Coach Pete Smith giving that one a 10. John Whitcup led the Kingsmen with 16 points. A good effort by the Lions, but Penn wins this one 70-61. How about Adams at St. Joe? Everybody loves that nerd. Hey, St. Joe's Tim Welsh. He's going to take it up strong against the Eagles. But South Bend Adams' Mike Turley will answer with the deuce. The St. Joe cheerleader saying that ain't right. Then it's Tim Walsh. He gets the easy two. Nice shot in the lane. Tony Charminiak has the sweet inside move, and Adams wins this one 60-52. How about Riley and Clay? It's the alley-oop. Ooh, look at that mean thing, the cat. Lincoln Glass, look at him get up there, had 34 points. Ryan Sousley was stopping and popping. Oh, look at the baby. Says stopping and popping for three. Tony Eccles, the big guy inside. The turnaround falls for the Cats. Then it's Eccles on the defensive end. The rejection. But it's the back door for Glass, and Clay wins it 67-58 at Northside. The game of the night, unbelievable. Washington and Elkhart Central, everybody smiling. Cedric Moody from way downtown. In the final minute, Donald Brown will find Kevin Klopkin. Great pass, game tied. Clock winding. Cedric going for the win. No, we're going to overtime. In OT, Moody wanted to punk the Blazers out. This boy has got game, and he throws it down, but so does Jarvis Blotch. Look at this. He will go inside. It's a tie. He breaks the tie with 3 seconds to go. Cedric then goes for the win. Look at this. But it does not fall. Central wins 67-65 in overtime. At Mishawaka, the WCMR broadcasters calling the memorial game. Matt Spivey, he was feeding Eric Philly. This kid was hungry, had 14 points. Spivey to Philly again. Give him the ball. Caveman led 8-2. Back came the Chargers. Bernard Malone, the junior, hits. But this game was huge for the Cavemen. They are on a roll. Jimmy hitting 22. Mishawaka wins 72-68, Rick.
The game of the night in the Duneland Conference was held in Michigan City. LaPorte came to town with a 5-1 conference record. The Wolves had a 4-2 mark. And we've got the highlights and an inside look at Hoosier hysteria.
No, 41. Out of bounds here. 41.
All right,
white,
let's get over to the game now. Ben Tonigal is going to step up and hit the three-pointer for LaPorte. Oh, sweet shot there. Slice of cheerleaders were loving the action. Then it's Greg Tonigal. He's going to spot up and hit the three-pointer himself. But back comes Michigan City. Scott Johnson with the jumper as Michigan City goes on to win this one 62-57 over LaPorte. Now Angola at Westview. The Hornets taking on the Warriors, and the kids were fired up. Charlie Wills off the missed free throw. He gets a nice rebound and the putback. As Westviews' Jason Yoder drills the three from the outside as the Warriors tried to hang in there. Finally, Todd Leiby takes the nice entry pass and goes for the easy two for Angola. They go on to win big, 78-60. Now, Prairie Heights taking on Lakeland. The Lakers getting inside as it's tangled with the Panthers. Travis Parnan is going to hit the tray as time expires in the first quarter. He was on fire. Lakeland's Paul Caudle hits the pretty fadeaway. This game was tight early. The students were loud in this one. They wanted their Lakers to hang tough. Eric Hartz with the nice steal. He runs the floor for the layup, and the foul as Lakeland goes on to win 68-53. Elkhart Baptist taking on Howe, and how about those cheerleaders? How about the move from Rodney Herring? Let's check out Rodney in the lane. Oh, yeah, he gets it to go. The Baptist cheerleaders definitely like that shot. John Takoris lets it fly for the Academy. Swish there. Takoris is going to sink it again, and Elkhart Baptist would go on to win this one 85-44. Now, the keeping was all over tonight as the cheerleaders were all fired up. Bethany taking on Culver. Culver Military's Lee Harris. Lee, give me the bucket. Oh, yeah, he nails it later on. Bethany's Brad Schrock with the sweet move and the basket. Elliot Freisen says, I want the ball, and he delivers. Oh, sweet shot. Then Larry Schwank nails the bucket. Bethany goes on to win this one 61-48. Dean.
At Concord, the Minutemen were up for their biggest win of the season. They've had some tough losses, that triple overtime affair at Warsaw, but tonight Northridge was at McEwen, and the magic seemed to be back. There was love out there. Look at the little heart from the Raider cheerleader. Concord's Jeremy Gillespie with a nice move and the basket. This game was close. Northridge's Jeremy Neely, he will get the jumper. All tied up at 42 all. Concord's Brian Kahn to who else? 11 seconds to go. He gets it to Gillespie, the three. Game up by 3. Jeremy Neely will try to tie this game with 1 second to go. It's up, and it just misses. Concord gets the win. They storm the floor 44-42. Isn't that nice? What a Valentine. Thank you, girls. Wawasee against Northwood. Nice drive by Jared Monosmith. Northwood comes back. Charlie Rader, the freshman. Look at the rookie pour one in. The Panthers were hitting the threes, and they win at 46-42. Plymouth and Goshen. Plymouth trying to win that NLC. Look at Brian Ray. He comes running out, and then he will run it into the basket. Throw that one in, Brian. He gets the three. Goshen coach Mike Sorrell, he didn't look happy. Come on, happy Valentine's Day, coach. His son Brandon gets 3. That will make him smile. Joe Grindle will steal the ball out to Nick Wise, and the Wise man gets the 3. Plymouth wins 53-46. Whitco at Triton. The cheerleaders with the hearts. Those are the Cat cheerleaders. Zach Henson will go the distance. He's going to put one in for Whitco. They've got some big guys. Triton has had a great season. They're tough at home. Philip Reed comes through with a 3. but too much Zach Henson. He rebounds and runs the floor for the lay-in. Whitco wins it 65-59. At Jimtown, the Jimmies pumped in their final game. I love that introduction. They just come on out just like the Bulls. New Prairie starts the game with an 8-0 run. Freshman Justin Strepling gets a tip in. Then it's Joel Smith. He pulls up for two. Coach Bill Sharp, he was classmates with Tom DeBates at LaSalle. Just a little tidbit there for you. Adrian Pettis gets it to Brandon Arnold. New Prairie gets a big shot, but Jimtown wins this one big, 58-42.
Ross Hales was a star athlete from Elkhart Memorial. He led the Chargers to the Final Eight his senior year. Then he went on to Indiana, where he started in football and even played for Bobby Knight. Now he's a rookie head coach for Cherubusco, and the Eagles are 3-12. Tonight they were taking on West Noble, and there's the former Elkhart Memorial star now doing a little coaching. The Eagles get some good ball movement. It's Troy. No shirt, no shoes, no dice. Gets the basket and the foul. Hello, guys. What's going on? And later on, West Noble pushing it up court. Matt Montgomery. That's a nice jump shot. He gets it to go. As the future Kerry Struggs were also performing at halftime. Cherubusco goes on to beat West Noble 55-48. All right, let's head over as Central Noble taking on Fairfield. The Cougars fired up for this one. The tank, Jamie Matthews. He gets called for the charge.
Oh, man.
And he's still thinking he's playing football. His teammates respond as Greg Myers hits from way downtown, my shot sheet says. And this little one is having some fun off the Jamie Matthews miss. Alex Fisher gets the bucket and the foul, but Central Noble goes on to win this one big, 63-45. Bremen taking on Tippy Valley. 44-44 with a minute 07 left. You see the clock. Tippy Valley holding for the last shot, and the baseline jumper is good. Fans pumped in this one. Oh, man, 2.9 seconds left. The long inbounds pass is tipped out of bounds. 1.4 seconds left. And watch this. Matt LaFree, the inbound pass, gets it. Oh, he nails it. And Bremen wins this one 47-46. Bremen, an unbelievable game. All right, to Michigan we go. New Buffalo hosting Eau Claire. The Buffalo head on hand. And the Beavers hit first. Anthony Panther inside. Anthony, give me the bucket. He does. As the fans are saying, hey, what's up? And then Mike Matthews for Eau Claire. Yes, he's going to nail it. He had 22 points, and this one was all Beavers. To get the bucket there. Eau Claire wins at 86-57. To Galene, they're taking on Lake Michigan. Valentine's Day, she got flowered, and that's sweet. Galene in white, John Renberger set up and hit the jumper on the baseline. The fans were loving it then. On the break, Joe Foster to T.J. Roberts. He lays it in, but the Lakers come back. James House, he's going to get the putback bucket as the Lakers go on to win this one 77-64. And let's check the rest of the scores.
Well, when you go to 20 games in one night, there's got to be one play that just stands out.
That's right. We showcase it every week by calling it Highlight of the Night. And we got to go to the Bremen game, of course. 1.4 seconds left. That's Matt LaFree throwing up the unbelievable shot. He's the highlight of the night as Bremen wins this one 47-46. Look at it one more time. Matt, you man, you're the highlight of the night.
That is awesome. That kid grew up a block and a half from me in Bremen. I'm so happy. Hey, now don't go away. Coming up, the Bulls go to Atlanta, where the Hawks have won 20 in a row. Plus, we'll tell you the latest on Rick Meyer, if there is anything. Stay tuned. The Sports Extra returns right after this.
Sports Extra is brought to you by Northern Pride's Car Wash World.
When's the last time you handled...
Need something for the home? Go to Hudson's two-day sale and clearance this Friday and Saturday.
The great will always soar above the mediocre. They create while others destroy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Hello, everybody. Last week we had a world record 20 games.
Right.
Tonight we keep the momentum going with 15 more.
That's right. We don't want to burn ourselves out because we may have sports extra specials next Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday during the section.
Oh, it's going to be big. Hey, later tonight we'll have the Bulls Notre Dame hockey. And, you know, we talked about that Riddick Bowe thing, but first get you going with the biggest games in Michiana. You know, Penn is doing a lot better than anybody could have ever imagined at the beginning of the season. The Kingsmen have already won the Northern Indiana Conference. Tonight they were trying to put a cherry on top by beating Washington to improve their record to 15-4. Look at this crowd at the Palace. It was big there. Oh, man. Inside, it's the shot. William Evans. Then it's, oh, good shot there. But look at him coming back. Jason Everly to John Whitcup for two. Then it's Brian Kaufman. This kid has been tough for years, and he hits the long one. Penn led by 2 at halftime, but Edmund Kyle was the bomb at the end. He hits the free throws, and Washington gets the upset, 88-82. Hey, look at who's there. Little Mitchell. Yeah, was he at the game tonight? There's Beth, the Huppert family on hand. Bremen's Matt Miller hit free throws. This game went to overtime. In OT, John Rohde comes up and gets the basket to fall. Northwood's Charlie Rader. He will go up and hit a three-pointer. Bremen's Matt Miller comes back and saves it. What a play there. Shane Libby gets it to go. He had 18 points. Bremen up in this game. Northwood trying to tie it or win it. They're going to try to tie it. No, the buzzer had already gone. That basket does not count. Bremen wins 63-61. I love you, you love me. Hey, there's Barney's cousin at the Argus Glen game. Oh, look at the hops there by Scott Bailey. The Falconettes, they were all smiles, even though their team was down by 3 at halftime. John Hensler hits this one, but look at the touch from Brent Johnson. Oh, my. No defense on this play. Bill Redinger is wide open. Somebody must have fallen down. Corey Rao, he doesn't know how open he is on this play. Take a look. I'm wide open. Now I'm going to fade away. Hensler's there to pick up the rebound. Argus, though, wins this one 54-48. A little momentum before sectional. Not only senior night at Rochester, but the Zebras introduced every player, cheerleader, and band member. It was sad. LaVelle brought 11 seniors to this celebration. Oh, they were looking to not give Rochester their first win of the season. Rochester was 0-19. That's Jeff Hartleroad, and here's the Zebras' Drew Eller. James Betcher will come back, though. Look at him inside, the strong move for the Lancer. Had to have some quick hands here. Oh, Derek Tatter will come through with a shot, but Rochester loses again, 78-70, Rick.
South Bend LaSalle needed a win tonight so they could take a 500 record into the tournament. The Lions were 8-9 and feeling like they have a legitimate shot to win that South Bend sectional. Now we are passing out Fox 28 mini basketballs. The fans were loving it. South Bend Clay in blue, working it down low to Lincoln Glass, who gets the roll. And yeah, that pizza looks pretty good. I'd want some of that right now. Back comes LaSalle. Brad Hicks for 3, yes. Fans were loving it, but they didn't love this. Michael Boone with the steal for the Colonials. He'll go for the jam. Oh, he got a dunk.
Get out.
LaSalle on the break. They're going to get it to go as they go on to win this one 57-53. At Jackson Middle School, South Bend Riley's Tony Eccles awarded with McDonald's All-American Award.
You the man.
Gotta love that. Riley taking on Mishawaka. Jason Driscoll with the steal for the Cavemen. He'll go the distance for the layup. Mishawaka coach Jerome Calderoni wants more, and he gets it. Byron White to Josh Swayze. He gets the basket off the glass, but Riley would not quit. Junior guard Sean Henderson showing his touch. Oh, yeah, the Wildcat loves it. Then the great passing. Caleb Wilson inside as he gets it to go, and we have no score on this one. Somebody call in the score so we can get it, please, 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 please. All right, over at Mishawaka, Marion. Great-looking threads there, huh? Kind of robbed your wardrobe, didn't you, D? Nice hosting. Marquette. Story of the game, B.J. Kloska going for the 1,000-point barrier. He got that basket. He needs 4 points to break it. Here's a 3. Oh, he nails it. The fans want him to break it, and he's going to do it right here. The 3-pointer, and there it is. B.J. Kloska goes over the 1,000-point mark in his career. The fans, the players, everybody goes nuts. He had 39 in the game as Marion would beat Marquette 87-59. All right, Jimtown at Bethany Christian, a crowded house tonight. Bethany Christian as the Bruins taking on the Jimmies, and both teams fighting for the loose balls in this one. Now wake up, guys. This is a great game. Here we go. Unbelievable action in this one as they'll work it over inside as Elliot Friesen goes strong to the hoop and gets the basket. A little bit later on, the Jimmy's Adrian Pettis is going to hit the jumper, but it wasn't enough as the Bruins pulled away in this one final 56-46. Dean.
Well, down in the Valley, Tippy fans got to see a player who's already committed to play for Bob Knight. Jared Odell, he's only a junior, but the kid from Oak Hill is leading the state in scoring. He scores almost 30 points a game. Let's go to Valley. All right, look at that. We love you, man. Jared Odell, he scored the game's first 10 points for Oak Hill. Odell for 2, then for 3. Oh, he had the first 12 points for Oak Hill. Then it's Odell. He's going to drive. This kid is going to be good at IU, but he's still got his senior year left. Fox28 balls all over the place. They were firing the fans up. Valley's Jeff Brown. They were playing team ball tonight. Gets the turnaround jumper. Then it's Nick Stutzman from way out. Valley comes away with a win, 58-53. Let's go to Plymouth. The girls saying, come on in. Let's take a look at this rout of Culver. The Cavaliers, they're going to get a basket from Eric Hurley. The scoring machine has a nice soft touch. Then it's Josh Pugh. He will hit. But the fans from Miller's Mary Manor wanted to see 100 points. Oh, look at that. Great fans. They got the balcony seats. Nick Wise will help him out. He gets 3. Then it's a rebound basket from the Wise man. They were almost to 100. Look at the score, 99-39, under a minute to play. Here it comes, the big basket. Oh, Plymouth scores. They win this 104-44. A huge win for Plymouth. South Bend Adams. Oh, at Oakhart Central, that tradition in Northside Gym. Tasha Jenkins, look at that on the inside. Foster saying, come on, man, you gotta shoot the blasted ball. Jason Riley answers the coach's request. Yeah, I've heard him say that before. I played for him. Look at the Eagles. Armando Camilla, he gets it from long range. Oh, there's Rick's cousin, Matt Dowell. He will bomb it for 3 just before the buzzer, and Central wins this 64-56. St. Joe was at Northridge. Junior just having a blast there tonight as the Indians took on the Raiders. What's up, cool? Northridge, Todd James gets a nice spin move. He's going to go in, the foul, and get the hoop. The Northridge moms were getting excited for their boys. St. Joe's, he's Remley. Will put it in there. Mike Remley gets the jumper. Cool saying, yeah, Scatman. Oh, man, Ryan Thomas goes up strong. He will get the foul, the basket. It goes in, and Northridge 83-64.
Fairfield Falcons needed a win. Jamie Matthews and company had lost 4 in a row, and they wanted to get that winning feeling back before the sectionals as Fairfield is taking on West Noble. Big crowded for this one. Jeremy Swank goes up strong, grabs the board, and he's going to put it back in there for the basket. Later on, Fairfield's Todd Green. He's going to lay it in. Oh, yeah, that's just too easy. Matt Cavanaugh. Matt, give me a 3. Oh, nothing but net there. But later on, Jeff Patterson gets the bucket and the foul. The Falcons were determined, and they go on to win this one 80-49. Westview now at Wawasee. Adam Bontrager of Westview gets the rebound, and then the nice putback right there, as he called that one. Both teams were trading baskets early in this contest. Wawasee with the good ball movement before Ryan Michael finally hits for the Warriors. Kevin Miller gets a nice feed from Eric Yoder, and Miller, he's going to hit the fadeaway bucket right there. Later on, Jared Manismith spots up from behind the arc, and that's a 3-pointer as Wawasee goes on to win this one 61-53. Now, Bronston at Constantine. Yeah, Dean, he's telling you, you are the man.
Oh, you the man.
Bronson, how can I be the man if you the man?
You the man.
Bronson's Nate Cranston drives up in the lane for the nice layup. Constantine comes back there. They'll hit the short jumper right there. They get it to go. Anthony Alsbury comes in to foul the miss right here. He's going to get the pretty putback for Bronson. My shot sheet says the ladies were having fun in this one. Yes, they were. Bronson goes on to win it 78-72. Let's check the rest of the scores. All right, it's going to be hard to top last week's shot by Matt LaFree, but we'll try. Here it is, the highlight of the night. We got to go over to Marion's B.J. Kloska. There it is, the 3-pointer that put him over the 1,000 mark in his career. Unbelievable game, an unbelievable career for him. Let's take a look at it one more time. Oh, BJ nailing it home. He now has over 1,000 points in his career.
All right, and you saw that Mishawaka score. Thank you. You know who you are. You called it in. Thank you very much. Don't go away. Coming up, we've got the Bulls in Washington and some Notre Dame hockey. Let's take a look at that as we're coming back on the Sports Extra.